This meditation is a gift for you, a quiet hour to lay down the weight you've been carrying, to let the truest words ever spoken wash over your weary heart, and to fall asleep, wrapped in the unchanging love of a God who has never once taken his eyes off you. There is nothing you need to do tonight except breathe, listen, and receive. Let these words carry you. Tonight, you rest in him. Begin to slow your breathing. There is no rush, nowhere to be, no decision to make, no conversation to replay. Just this breath and the next. Breathe in slowly through your nose and breathe out, long and easy, releasing the day. Again, breathe in peace, breathe out fear, breathe in grace, breathe out shame, breathe in rest, breathe out striving. Good. You are doing so well. Keep breathing like that. Slow, steady, safe. I want you to imagine, just for a moment, that you are setting down a heavy pack. The weight you have carried today, this week, this season. The grief, the confusion, the loneliness that settles in at night when the world goes quiet. The questions that do not yet have answers. The fear of what comes next. Just set it down. Right here, right now. Because there is one who has been waiting, patiently, tenderly, eagerly, to take it from you. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Matthew 11:28-29. He said that to you, not to a crowd, to you specifically in this season on this night. Come to me, and here you are, coming. That is courage. That is faith. As your body continues to soften into the surface beneath you, I want to speak to something that may be sitting quietly in your chest right now. A feeling that is difficult to name, but you know it when it arrives, usually around this time of night. Loneliness. Perhaps the other side of the bed feels too wide. Perhaps you reached for your phone tonight hoping for a message that did not come. Perhaps you passed a photograph, or heard a song, or caught a smell that pulled you backward into a life that no longer exists, and the ache of it surprised you with how deep it still runs. That is grief. And grief is not weakness. Grief is love with nowhere to go, and it is one of the most profoundly human experiences there is. C.S. Lewis, who knew devastating grief personally, wrote this about the pain of loss. God has not been trying an experiment on my faith or love in order to find out their quality. He knew it already. It was I who didn't. What you are going through right now, this painful unraveling, this rebuilding, is not God testing you from a distance, like a scientist watching a specimen. He is in it with you. He already knows every fiber of who you are, every wound you carry, every fear you haven't spoken aloud. And he has not flinched. He has not stepped back. He has moved closer. The Psalms, those ancient, raw, honest prayers, are full of people crying out from exactly where you are tonight. David wrote from caves, from exile, from betrayal, from seasons when everything he had built crumbled. And yet listen to what he discovered. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. Close to the brokenhearted, not far, not waiting for you to heal first, to be stronger first, to pray more eloquently first. Close, right now, in this dark and quiet room. Take a breath and let that sink in. The God who fashioned galaxies also numbers the hairs on your head. The God who speaks storms to silence also heard the very cry of your heart tonight, before you could even form the words. You are not alone in this room. You have never been alone in this story. Let your shoulders drop a little more. Let your jaw unclench. You do not have to hold yourself together tonight. Someone else is doing that for you. I want to walk you through something. A releasing, an act of faith done quietly, in the dark, between you and God. Think of one thing that has been pressing on you. Just one. Maybe it's the fear of financial uncertainty. Maybe it's worry about your children, how they're processing this, whether they're going to be okay. Maybe it's anger, righteous, confusing, guilt-inducing anger that you don't quite know what to do with. Maybe it's the creeping shame that whispers you failed. You weren't enough. This is your fault. Whatever that one thing is, hold it gently in your mind. You don't have to solve it. You don't have to understand it. Just acknowledge it. Now hear this from the pen of the Apostle Peter, a man who himself knew the sting of failure, of letting down the one he loved most. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast. That is an active word, not a timid suggestion. Cast, like throwing something with intention, like you mean it. So let's do that right now. Take that burden you've been holding, that fear, that grief, that question, and in your mind's eye, see yourself placing it into open hands, not dropping it carelessly, but releasing it carefully, the way you would place something precious into the care of someone you trust completely, because he cares for you. That is the reason Peter gives, not because you've earned relief, not because you've prayed enough or believed hard enough, but because he cares for you, specifically, personally, tenderly. E.W. Kenyon, one of the great voices of faith, wrote powerfully about what it means to truly trust God with our burdens. The moment you take your place in Christ, your old self with its guilt and its fears passes away, and you stand complete in him. Kenyon. Complete in him, not in a relationship status, not in what someone else decided about your worth. In Christ, complete, whole, enough. That completion isn't something you have to work toward. It isn't waiting for you at the end of this healing journey. It is yours right now, tonight, in this room, in this very moment of surrender. Is there more you want to release? Let your body guide you wherever tension remains. Your hands, your chest, your throat. Breathe into it and let it go. Breathe in, I am held. Breathe out, I release this to you. Again. Breathe in, you are with me. Breathe out, I trust you with this. Good. Stay with that breathing for a moment. I need to speak now directly to your identity, to who you are, not who this season has told you that you are. Divorce has a way of speaking lies, quietly, persistently, often in your own voice, which makes them harder to dismiss. Perhaps you've heard some of these. You are too much. You are not enough. You are damaged. You are unlovable. You are starting over because you failed. No one will want someone with your story. Your best days are behind you. These are lies, and we are going to replace them tonight, one by one, with the voice of the one whose words created the universe, and hold it together, the one who spoke your name before you were born. Breathe in and receive this. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. New_line. Jeremiah 29:11. Plans for you after this, through this, a hope and a future, not despite your story, but woven into it. God is not scrambling to figure out what to do with the wreckage. He already sees where this road leads, and he is already there, waiting to walk you through it. And who are you? Let's be very clear about this. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. 1 John 3:1. You are a child of God. That is your primary identity. Before wife or husband, before mother or father, before the roles that have shifted and the titles that have changed, before everything else, you belong to God. And that belonging is the one thing in your life that cannot be dissolved, that requires no signature, that no decision of another human being can touch. C.S. Lewis, in his magnificent writings, offered this stunning thought about the dignity of every human soul. There are no ordinary people. You have never talked to a mere mortal. Nations, cultures, arts, civilizations, these are mortal, and their life is to ours as the life of a gnat. But it is immortals whom we joke with, work with, marry, snub and exploit. Immortal horrors or everlasting splendors. C.S. Lewis, The Weight of Glory. An everlasting splendor. That is what you are. That is what you have always been. A season of pain does not diminish that. A failed marriage does not subtract from that. The opinion of another person, no matter how much you love them, no matter how much their words still cut, cannot define what God Himself has declared. You are worthy of love, not because you earned it, but because you were made by love itself. You are strong, not because you feel strong tonight. You have a future, not just a functional future. Survival, starting over, but a beautiful, purposeful, God-designed future that has never once been in jeopardy. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:31. Soar on wings like eagles. That is the promise. Not crawl, not survive. Soar. Let that promise settle over you like a warm blanket. You are going to soar. This is not the end of your story. It is not even close. There is something that often accompanies divorce that is, in some ways, harder than grief. And that is waiting. The waiting for clarity. The waiting for things to settle. The waiting to feel like yourself again. The waiting to know who you will be on the other side of this. Waiting in our culture feels like failure, like wasted time, like being stuck. But in God's economy, waiting is often the most important work of all. Consider this word from Scripture, words so rich they deserve to be read slowly. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart. Yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. Ecclesiastes 3:11. Beautiful in its time. Not in our time, in His time. There is a profound comfort in that, and also a profound challenge, because His timing requires trust, and trust, when you are hurting, is one of the hardest things there is. But notice what else that verse says. He has set eternity in the human heart. That restlessness you feel, that longing for something more, something whole, something that finally makes sense, that is not a flaw. That is not neediness. That is the echo of heaven in you. You were made for more than this present ache, and something deep in your soul has always known it. Proverbs gives us this wisdom that is so simple, it almost seems too simple until you actually try to live it. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. Lean not on your own understanding. What grace those words offer on a night when your own understanding doesn't have much to offer. When the story of how your life was supposed to go has been rewritten by circumstances outside your control, You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to understand how this gets better. You simply have to trust the one who already knows. The great theologian Oswald Chambers put it this way: God never gives us discernment in order that we may criticize, but that we may intercede. Oswald Chambers, my utmost for his highest, and Charles Spurgeon, who pastored through seasons of profound suffering and depression, once wrote, God is too good to be unkind, and he is too wise to be mistaken. And when we cannot trace his hand, we must trust his heart. Charles Spurgeon. When we cannot trace his hand, we trust his heart. You may not be able to trace his hand in this season. The path may not be clear. The reason may not be visible. But his heart, that is something you can know. His heart toward you is good, unchangingly, unshakably, overwhelmingly good. Rest in that tonight. You don't have to have this figured out by morning. You don't have to have it figured out this month. He is working, even now, even here, in the dark and the quiet, and his work in you has not paused for a single moment. Take a slow breath, and as you exhale, whisper or just think these words: I trust you. I don't understand, but I trust you. My future is safe in your hands. Say it again if you'd like. Let it become your prayer for tonight. Before you drift fully into sleep, I want to leave you with this. One last, beautiful truth. Perhaps the most personal truth of all. God is not obligated to help you. He is not reluctantly managing your situation from a distance, tending to your needs out of divine duty. No, he desires, genuinely, actively, passionately desires to help you. For the eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to him. 2 Chronicles 16:9. His eyes are ranging throughout the earth, looking, searching, to strengthen those who are committed to him. That is not obligation. That is pursuit. That is a God who is actively looking for hearts he can pour himself into. He sees you tonight. He found you in his quiet room, and he wants to strengthen you. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. Wherever you go, into the uncertain morning, into the difficult conversations ahead, into the new chapters you haven't read yet, into the identity you are still discovering. Wherever you go, he will be there. Henri Nouwen, one of the most beloved Christian writers of the 20th century, wrote with such tenderness about the nature of God's love. You are the beloved daughter, son of God. You are the beloved before your parents loved you, before your brothers and sisters loved you, before your friends loved you, before you met your partner. You were beloved before any human being touched you. That belovedness is the core truth of your existence. Henri Nouwen, the core truth of your existence. Before your marriage, you were beloved. Within your marriage, you were beloved. After your marriage, you remain completely and forever beloved. Nothing that has happened in this season has changed the core truth of who you are. The pain is real. The loss is real. The grief deserves to be honored. But underneath all of it, deeper than the wound, older than the hurt, is a love that has been yours since before you drew your first breath. A love that will still be singing over you long after this season has become part of the beautiful story of how God brought you through. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. Zephaniah 3:17. He rejoices over you with singing. Tonight, as you fall asleep, that song is playing. You may not be able to hear it with your ears, but it is real. It has never stopped, and it is for you. Now let everything slow. Your body is heavy and warm. Your breath is deep and easy. The burdens you carried in tonight are laid at his feet. The lies that tried to define you have been answered by the only voice that matters. The future that felt uncertain is held by hands that have never once let anything truly precious fall. You are loved. You are held. You are not alone. You are enough. You are going to be okay. He grants sleep to those he loves. Psalm 127, 2. This sleep is a gift from him to you tonight. Receive it without guilt. Rest without striving. Dream without fear. Morning will come, and with it, new mercies, as promised. 'Cause of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3:22-23. New every morning. Whatever tomorrow holds, it will come with fresh compassion, fresh grace, fresh strength. You do not have to borrow from tomorrow's courage tonight. Tonight, you simply rest. Close your eyes if they are not already closed. Feel the weight of your head, the warmth of your blanket. Let the thoughts that drift through your mind float past like leaves on a slow river. You don't have to catch them or examine them. Just let them go. You are held. You are known. You are loved beyond measure. Sleep now, dear one. Sleep in the arms of the one who never slumbers, who is watching over you even now, who will be there when you wake. And when morning comes, you will rise, not as someone broken, but as someone being beautifully, faithfully restored. Good night. Rest well. He's got you. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6.